Hi, I'm Jackie, and I'm going to be talking about and showing you how to use a script view. So a script view combines the multi-step process or power of a script, along with the display abilities of a view. So there's many reasons why you would want to use a script view. It provides a single-click output to display. You have the ability to join data from multiple data sources. And in SQL Web Interface, or SWI, a script view displays just like a regular view with all of your output type options. So a script view does have its own object type, which is SQL SCRV. And when you go to create a script view, you'll notice that there's the SQL script, that's the regular script, circled on the left. So you want to select the one that's circled on the right with the green arrow, the SQL script view. Next. So it's really important to note on a script view, the last line must always be the SC return. And the SC return line is what makes this a script view. It's what allows this object to provide all of the output options that you would normally only see with a view object. So we have two examples here. Our first example is a simple display of results, and you can notice the SC return line. And the second example is similar, but the second example it pulls data from two different data sources and then combines those together for the final SC return line. Next slide. So to see a script view in action, in Viewpoint, you could simply double click on it and your results are displayed, just like you would with the view. Or you could right click on a script view to get your output types and options. And in SWI, SQL Web Interface, if you have a dashboard, you can place a script view directly on the dashboard and it will display the results immediately. And I'll go more into that with the demo. Or you can select a script view outside of a dashboard, again, with the same output types and options you would normally only see with just a view. I am going to share.
And we can see your screen.
Thanks. Okay, so we're going to look at our first example. So this is a very simple example, but it's important to note that even though in this one I'm only doing one step before my final SC return, you can have multiple steps in here, just like you would in a script, which is part of the beauty of a script view. You can do all of the work that a regular script does and then have your output options like you would with a view. So this one is just creating an out file, and then the last line is that SC return, and that's just going to display the results. So here's my results. And if I go to my second example, this is the example from the slide. And this one is selecting data from a remote database. And it's using that data here along with a DB2 file, combining them together. So that's the use of the two different data sources that you can do in a script view. Also, if I wanted to just go ahead and display this, I could do display results, or here's those output options. that you would see with a view, but this is the script view object I'm right-clicking on. And then I'm going to head on over to SWI, SQL Web Interface. So on a dashboard, these two objects do the same thing. So this is a script view, and this is an action button. And people who are familiar with dashboards know that in order to use a script on a dashboard, you have to add it as an action button. So in order to display the results through a script, I would click on this action button, and I do get results. And notice how these results are displayed. It's a static image, really can't do much here, versus the same results displayed with the script view. I can scroll through my records if I wanted to. I have the options, I have the option of sorting. And even if I maybe wanted to pare this down and not show all of my columns. And it's also a more modern, cleaner looking results than, at least in my opinion, than you would see with just a regular script. So if I get out of the dashboard, here's just the script view standalone. I can right click and here's all the options that you would see only with the view. But it's doing all the work of a script in the background. So that is my presentation on script views. Thanks for watching.